Theo, Luma, and Pippin, Theo's countryside tales. It was a bright, quiet morning in the countryside. The fields shimmered gold under the sun. Birds chirped in the hedges. Theo, a little boy with curious eyes and muddy boots, was running down the meadow. Beside him hopped Luma, his fluffy lamb soft as a cloud. Pippin, his brown dog, raced ahead, barking at butterflies. The three of them loved to play together every morning. Everything felt happy and ordinary, until Theo stumbled. Thump! He tripped on something hidden in the tall grass. Theo brushed the dirt away and gasped. What's this? It was a hat. But not just any hat. The fabric sparkled as if stitched with tiny pieces of sky. The brim glowed faintly, and when the wind blew, the hat lifted a little, almost as if it wanted to fly away. Theo blinked. A flying hat? Luma sniffed it nervously. Bah! Pippin barked and wagged his tail, ready for adventure. Woof! Try it, Theo. Theo picked it up carefully and placed it on his head. At once the world shimmered. The grass rippled like waves. The clouds spun in circles, then whoosh! Theo's feet left the ground. Hold on! Theo shouted, gripping the hat tightly. Luma bleated in shock. Pippin leapt into the air with a brave bark. In a blink, the three friends were soaring up into the sky. The wind whooshed in their ears. Below, the trees looked as tiny as toys. The rivers curved like shiny silver ribbons. Theo's heart thumped with excitement. He laughed nervously. We're flying. But then he frowned. But why? As if to answer, a crow appeared, perched on a rooftop they passed. The crow cawed in a deep, wise voice. Every tool has a purpose, little one. A flying hat is not just for play, it is made to help find what is lost. Theo tilted his head. Find what's lost? The hat shimmered, as though nodding. It tilted and carried them toward the dark forest. They landed softly in a clearing. There, chopping wood, stood Old Maple, the kind woodcutter with a long beard. He looked at Theo, Luma, Pippin, and then at the glowing hat. He leaned on his axe and smiled. Not everything that flies runs away, he said gently. Some things fly so they can bring others back. Theo's eyes widened. Maybe the hat isn't just magic. Maybe it has a job to do. Just then, a tiny, frightened sound came from the bushes. Cheep! Cheep! Theo, Luma, and Pippin rushed over. There, in a tangle of thorns, was a little bird. Its wing was caught. It flapped and chirped, but it couldn't get free. Theo gasped. Oh no, the poor thing. He reached forward, but the thorns were too sharp. I can't reach without hurting it. The hat glowed brighter, tugging Theo gently toward the right spot. Luma, Pippin, help me, Theo called. Luma pressed her soft wool against the thorns, making a safe path. Pippin barked and tugged one of the branches with his teeth, and Theo carefully reached in and lifted the little bird out. The bird trembled in his hand. Its tiny eyes sparkled. Then, in a small, clear voice, it whispered, Thank you. I was lost, but you shared your strength to find me. Theo's heart filled with warmth. He stroked the bird gently. Maybe that's what the hat is for, he said softly, to bring us to those who need help. The bird spread its wings, strong again, and flew high into the sky. Theo stood in the clearing, holding Luma and Pippin close. He looked at the hat on his head. It shimmered and slipped gently into place, as if saying, I choose you. Theo touched the brim. So, you're staying with us? The hat tipped forward, almost like a bow. Luma bleated happily. Bah! Pippin barked and spun in circles. Woof! Woof, Theo laughed. Then we're not just three anymore. We're four friends now. The sun began to set, painting the meadow orange and pink. The friends started walking home, but suddenly the hat twitched. It pointed toward the faraway hills. Theo squinted. A strange golden light flickered there, glowing brighter than fireflies, brighter than lanterns. It pulsed like it was calling to them. Theo's eyes shone. What do you think that is? The hat shimmered again, almost impatient, as if it wanted to fly right there. Theo grinned. I guess tomorrow's adventure is already waiting for us. And so the boy, the lamb, the dog, and their magical flying hat walked home together, hearts full of wonder, ready for whatever the next day would bring.